Hi everyone, this is Anindita, and this video is specifically designed towards addressing the question of how to look for the perfect Reiki practitioner. Many times I have people asking me what they should be looking for while looking for a Reiki practitioner, either for going to a Reiki session or for learning a Reiki class. And in my opinion, there are certain things you should look out for, but again, it really depends from person to person. So just see what works out best for you. First of all, the proximity of the class is very important. If you have to travel a great distance, then that would be an additional time as well as cost. Well, once in a while, I do have people who are traveling from adjoining states to attend a class. But usually, I've seen those people, they may be having some family members or friends where they spend the night. But seldom I have also had people who actually have the money to come over and stay in another state and just pay for the hotel rent to attend a class. So it really depends on your budget. So depending on what your budget is, if you see that there is no Reiki class happening in your own locality within your own state, you might be open to traveling to another state. However, these days, some Reiki teachers do provide online webinars, live online webinars. In fact, I have also started teaching a couple of live online webinars, which I literally do once every month or sometimes once in a quarter, depending on how many people are asking for it. And the reason I started doing this is because I was, having a lot of people telling me that they were not able to attend a certain class because they wouldn't be in the city or they cannot travel so much. And plus, there are certain states or cities which are not so densely populated and where Reiki is not that widely spread. There aren't too many Reiki practitioners in the area. Maybe the people there don't really believe in the modality. So there are some people here and there who are looking for a Reiki class, but just because the class is happening so far away, they cannot go and attend it. So for those people, an online live webinar is extremely helpful, and that is the reason why I started doing the webinars. And since it is an energy healing modality, it doesn't matter if you are doing it through an online class because energy is everywhere. We are part of this energy soup. So distance and time is literally an illusion. I speak more about that in my level 2 classes. But in short, what I can say is it really doesn't matter whether you are learning Reiki through a home study course or whether you're learning it in a live class where you're meeting the person face to face or whether you're doing it through an online webinar. In fact, I have myself attended a lot of online webinars, not related to Reiki, but related to other energy healing modalities, where there was a lot of energy clearing involved. And I have myself felt the energies even over the distance. And I have done a lot of energy work over distance to know for sure that the energy works exactly the same way, whether you are physically present or not. So one of the considerations that you need to keep in mind is how much money you want to spend on it, whether you are ready to travel a long distance or whether it will be more convenient for you to just be at the comfort of your own home and maybe attend an online webinar. So the proximity of the class, the cost of the class, these are definitely important considerations. Another important consideration would be that I myself, when I'm looking for a teacher for myself, even though I teach Reiki classes and I have also learned a lot of different modalities and things like that, but I'm still constantly looking for newer and improved and, more and more things to learn. And when I am looking for something, looking to attend a seminar or something, I always look at the credentials of the teacher because to me it is very important. Personal growth and evolution is very important for me. And I think it is a good idea to look for a teacher who is not just limited to just one modality, but rather a person who is constantly striving to improve and learn more himself or herself. Because that way, the person will have a much wider understanding of not just Reiki, but the universe at large itself. And such a person would be able to provide you with a much more broader picture of everything instead of just um, talking about some rituals and superstitions, because I know that Reiki as a modality has been under a lot of superstitious practices for a long, long time. So it is a good idea to see if the teacher is somebody who is only practicing Reiki or somebody who is actively involved in their own personal development, which is very important for me as a person. Another important consideration might be the reviews. Just go online and check the website and see what kind of reviews people have left. Video reviews or testimonials, whatever it is. You will get a kind of idea about the classes which are taught. Um, Also, if you are a body worker, maybe you might be looking for continuing education units. If that is the case, then just check with the Reiki teacher if the Reiki class will provide you with the continuing education units that you are looking for. So these are some of the very general things that you might want to keep in mind. Sometimes people are looking for Reiki teachers who are very experienced, who have been teaching for years, or who have a certain lineage. That I would say, at least in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense to me, because Reiki is such a modality. It doesn't matter for how many years you have been doing it, whether you have been doing it for a year or for 10 years, you can do it equally well. So you don't really need years and years of Reiki practice to become a true Reiki master. I know a lot of people are under that impression that to become a true Reiki master, you need years and years of practice. But I would say that that kind of a feeling or that kind of a belief is really sprouting from an inherent feeling of unworthiness. You know, when you feel that you are not deserving enough, when you are not good enough, with just 1 month of practice or with just 1 year of practice, you are not spiritual enough to become a good Reiki practitioner or a good Reiki teacher or healer. In that case, people tend to think that, okay, somebody who has been doing it for 30 years is probably better than somebody who has been doing it for just 3 months. But that is not so at all. The Reiki energy is not subjective, it is not judgmental. It does not judge people based on their experience or anything else. So these judgments are really coming from the ego mind. It is not a judgment made by Reiki energy. Reiki energy does not determine, based on a person's qualifications or experience or lineage, how much of that energy would flow through that particular master. So it is the same amount of energy, it is the same kind of energy that would flow through each and every person. Doesn't matter what kind of lineage that person has. So to me, years of experience and lineage is not really a very important consideration. But the really important considerations are, of course, the teacher's qualifications, reviews, testimonials on the website, cost of the class, and of course the distance. So with that, I would like to end this video. And like I said before, that you are your own judge. So these are just a couple of considerations, a couple of points that I could think about, but there might be many more considerations or many more things that would be in your mind that might ultimately uh, influence your choice of practitioner. But these were just a couple of pointers that you might choose to keep in mind.